All right, college football fans, it's time for week number 6. Last week was phenomenal. 5 teams in the top 10 went down last week. Now, before I move on to my picks, I just got to say one thing. All you Major League Baseball fans out there, let's go Tribe. Let's beat the Yankees today. Let's move on to the picks, starting with number 8, Kentucky. They're 5-0. They're at number 11, South Carolina tonight. They're 4-1. Kentucky's won 10 of their last 11 dating back to last season, and quarterback Andre Woodson is the real deal, folks. One thing that I like is South Carolina's defense. They have one of the best defenses in the SEC. They're going to be playing at home tonight, and I think they're going to get to Andre Woodson in this game. I'm taking South Carolina in a mild upset tonight over Kentucky by 3 points. Saturday's games will feature number 5, Wisconsin, 5-0 at Illinois. They're 4-1. Ron Zook has the country looking at Illinois after they beat Penn State last week. Wisconsin, again, was tested by a strong Michigan State team last week. They're going to get another strong test here. I don't think, in the end, though, that Illinois has enough offense, and Wisconsin comes away with a close 6-point victory at Illinois. Number 13, West Virginia. They're at Syracuse. The Orange are 1-4 on the season. Even though they did upset Louisville earlier in the year, it's not going to happen here. Pat White might not play for West Virginia. It doesn't matter. I'm taking the Mountaineers by 24 in this ballgame. Kansas is 4-0. They're at number 24, Kansas State, who's 3-1. Kansas has not played anyone to date yet. Kansas State had lost a tough game at Auburn earlier on the road. They came back and blew Texas out last week. I think the Jayhawks are going to suffer their first defeat of the season. Kansas State moves forward in this game by 9 over the Jayhawks. Bowling Green's 3-1. They're at number 7, Boston College, who's 5-0. Bowling Green looks to get their first win over a ranked opponent since 2003. Not happening here. Matt Ryan and company will have his Eagles ready. They beat the Falcons by 20 in this ballgame. The Red River Shootout, folks, number 10, Oklahoma, they're 4-1. At number 19, Texas, who's 4-1. Actually, this game's going to be in Dallas in the Cotton Bowl. This game did lose some luster this week as both teams were defeated last week. Oklahoma went down to Colorado. Texas to Kansas State. Texas's quarterback Colt McCoy is injured, but they're saying he will play in this game. I don't think it matters in the end. Oklahoma has just too much offense and wins this game by 13. Georgia's 4-1 at Tennessee 2-2. The Bulldogs come into this game ranked number 12. The Volunteer defense giving up about 440 yards a game. I think quarterback Matt Stafford of Georgia will have this offense moving up and down the field, and they will beat Tennessee in Tennessee by 10. Good win for Georgia here. Number 6, South Florida, 4-0. They're at Florida Atlantic, 3-2. The South Florida Bulls are quickly becoming the story of the college football season. We saw them beat West Virginia last week and jump into the top 10 for the first time ever. They got a good-looking quarterback in Matt Grothe. They won't have any trouble here. They're going to beat FAU by 26 on the road. Number 18, Arizona State, they're 5-0. They're going to travel to Washington State, who's 2-3. Dennis Erickson has this team playing well and in contention for the Pac-10 title. They're averaging 39 points a game. They're going to shred the Cougar defense here, folks. Take Arizona State in this game by 26 over Washington State. Number 15, Virginia Tech's 4-1. They're at number 22, Clemson, who is also 4-1. We saw Clemson get upset last week at Georgia Tech, but I like them in this week. Over a Virginia Tech team who struggled on offense. Clemson's going to return home, play strong, and beat Virginia Tech by 6 in this game. Stanford's 1-3. They get number 2, USC, who's 4-0 at USC. Things don't get any easier for the Cardinal this week. The Trojans are going to be angry. They were pushed to the brink last week at Washington. They lose their number 1 ranking because of that. Look for USC to perform better this week and just kill the Cardinals by at least 27 at home. Number 4, Ohio State. They're going to play number 23, Purdue. Both teams are 5-0 and fighting for the top spot in the Big Ten Conference here. This game could end up being a shootout. One thing I do know about this game is Purdue's going to face their best defense that they faced all year. I think this gives Ohio State the edge. They're going to create turnovers in this game, and I think the rushing attack of Ohio State ends up wearing down the Purdue defense. I'm taking the Bucks on the road by 17 over the Boilermakers. Number 9, Florida's 4-1. They're at number 1, LSU, who's 5-0. LSU gets their first chance to prove that they might be the number 1 ranked team in the land as the defending national champions come to town here, folks. Now, Florida suffered an upset last week at the hands of Auburn at home, and they're going to face another set of Tigers that's going to be ready to pounce on them. I like the LSU defense. I think they give Tim Tebow and the offense of Florida fits. If Florida wants to win this game, they got to get this ball into the hands of Percy Harvin and let him make plays. But in the end, I'm taking LSU because of their defense by 7 over Florida at home. Number 20, Cincinnati. They're 5-0. They're at number 21, Rutgers, 3-1. Cincinnati's going to try to prove that they're for real this week and a legit contender for the Big East crown as they travel to Rutgers for this great Big East matchup. Last year, the Bearcats spoiled a good thing for Rutgers. I think they do it again here and continue their march towards an improbable Big East title. I like Cincinnati because of their defense and a close 3-point win over Rutgers on the road. Number 25, Nebraska's 4-1. They're at Missouri, number 17, 4-0. The Tigers seek their second 5-0 start in the last 2 years. Missouri comes in with one of the most balanced offenses in the country. They rank 5th in overall offense in the country. They play a very, very fast pace, and we saw USC do that to Nebraska. That's why I like Missouri in this game. I'm taking them by 8 over Nebraska in this game. Final game of the night is Utah State. They're 0-5. They're at number 16, Hawaii, who's 5-0. Not much to say about this game. Colt Brennan and company blow Utah State away by 35. Enjoy Week 6, folks. We've got some great games on the slate here. I'll see you guys next week.